Manchester United defeated Crystal Palace 2-1 at Old Trafford in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon. United progressed to the final of the League Cup in midweek after comfortably defeating Nottingham Forest across 2 legs in the semi-final of that competition, but Erik ten Hag's attention turned back to the league campaign this weekend. The Reds lost 3-2 against Arsenal last time out in the Premier League, and they were able to return to winning ways against Palace thanks to goals from Bruno and Marcus, which was enough to ensure the 3 points. Was sent off in the 70th minute and Palace made it 2-1 shortly after the player was red-carded, but United defended bravely in the closing stages, inspired by excellent performances from Lisandro and United have now won 13 consecutive home games at Old Trafford, 17-23. Key event Ferguson's reaction shows how vital win versus Palace was turned cheerleader. Celebrated a block. Whenever the ball went dead, the Manchester United supporters came alive. The first red card of Erik ten Hag's tenure and Jeffrey Schlupp's deft volley were a unique test of United's resolve. The team that historically has a habit of putting their supporters through the ringer did so again. For those supporters, it was worth it. When 7 minutes of added time were announced, Sir Alex Ferguson chuckled with the actor James Nesbitt in the director's box. Eventually, he blew his cheeks, those nerves still stirring within Ferguson almost a decade on from when he headed upstairs. Read the full report here. 1715 Stephen Railston with a cheeky tweet. 1708 Stephen Railston. Which games will miss after red card will not be available for United for 3 games after being shown a straight red in Saturday's clash with Crystal Palace. The Brazilian was dismissed on 70 minutes following a VAR check on a brawl between both sets of players sparked by Jeffrey Schlupp's carry-through on Antony. The coming together prompted anger among the United players, and amid the fracas, grabbed Will Hughes by the throat with both hands. Premier League rules state that players shown a straight red card for violent conduct will miss the next 3 games. United were 2-0 up at the time thanks to a penalty from Bruno and a 19th strike of the season from Marcus. Read the full story here. 1701 Stephen Railston. What would you rate the players? Use our interactive selector to rate the players' performances. This widget requires JavaScript to work. Rate the players. Manchester Utd 2 Crystal Palace 1 Premier League, Saturday 4th, 202,317, 00 KEY Event United player ratings versus Palace's and superb pushed away Jeffrey Schlupp's shot at the end of the first half to preserve United's lead and denied Marc Guéhi from a corner. 7 collaborated productively with again and is becoming a growing influence in the final third. His defensive skills were needed in the last 20 minutes. 7 defended calmly as usual against a mainly toothless Palace until United were reduced to 10 men. Whipped the crowd up. 8 Read the full ratings here. FT, Moon 2, 1, Crikey, eventful, time. That's the final whistle at Old Trafford. The 13th consecutive win at home. 90 plus 3 Moon 2-1 CRY Stephen Railston. Brave performance. United are really fighting for this with 5 at the back. 90 Moon 2-1 CRY Stephen Railston. 7 minutes added on. Oh dear, that's enough time for a Palace goal. 87 Moon 2-1 CRY Stephen Railston. This will be desperate. Garnacho and off. Lindelof and Maguire on. 85 Moon 2-1 CRY Steven Railston not long remaining here. Maguire and Lindelof look set to be coming on.
82 Moon 2-1 CRY Steven Railston whipping up the crowd. The centre-back just urged more noise and the fans responded.
80 Moon 2-1 CRY Steven Railston comes off. Sabitzer on .77 Moon 2-1 CRY Steven Railston. Sabitzer coming on. The deadline day signing is coming on. 75 Moon 2-1 Crikey event goal. 2-1 Palace saves from a corner, but Palace score moments later through Schlupp. Game on with 15 minutes to go. 72 Moon 2-0 CRY Steven Railston. A huge blow for United. The 3 points look to be won here but will be suspended for 3 games. That's a massive blow. 70 Moon 2-0 Crikey event. Casemiro red card. The midfielder has been sent off for violent conduct. 69 Moon 2-0 CRY Steven Railston. VAR checking. Looks like hands were on Hughes. Possible red card here. 67 Moon 2-0 CRY Steven Railston pushed. Ugly scenes here. Referee trying to calm the players down.
And were involved.
Looks like the latter was pushed. 64 Moon 2-0 CRY Steven Railston. You can't stop his form has been sensational this season. He made that finish look easier than it actually is. Great to see with the assist from the left. 62 Moon 2-0 Crikey event goal. 2-0 United. Again, what a goal that was, with multiple players involved. Excellent finish. Who else but 60 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston comes off. Garnacho on. 58 Moon 1-0 CRY Tyrone Marshall. We have seen this game before. Might be some uncomfortable comparisons for United with the Selhurst Park fixture 17 days ago here. It looked like a case of how many after the early goal, but they've done very little since, and Palace are growing in confidence. They look right in this game at the moment. United need to go and kill it off. 56 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston. Garnacho coming on. Ten Hag is set to make his first change. 53 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston. Palace showing more urgency. They're having a go and increasing the tempo now. However, they've only scored 1 goal in the second half of away meetings in the Premier League this season. 50 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston. Fantastic from superb defending from who thwarts Edouard. He bided his time and expertly dealt with him. 47 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston. The dressing room message. Ten Hag would have reminded his players about the 1-1 draw last month, surely. They need to approach this second half with intent. 45 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston. We're back underway. Here we go. HT Moon 1-0 CRY Samuel Luckhurst. Halftime ratings. And here are your halftime ratings. Preserved United's lead by saving from Schlupp. 7 Another very good half. 8 Defended well. 7 Authoritative again. 7 Good at both ends. 7 Great pass late in the half. 7 Got forward. 7 Collaborated productively with. 7 Cool penalty and pressed well.
8 Won the penalty.
6 Crossed for chance. 6 HT Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston. Halftime. We've reached halftime. Goal is the difference. 0.45 Moon 1-0 CRY Steven Railston 2 minutes added on almost half-time.